Hello, I'm Anna and I'm here with Brittany, one of our buyers, and today she's going to show us how to make a beautiful fall arrangement. So to start, we picked up a vase at Aki-Home, and it has a beautiful black matte finish with metallic gold, and it's great for a modern glam Halloween look. And we have our silk flowers that Brittany can share with us on why she picked them.
Great, thank you, Anna. So let's get started with our material list here on the counter. We have your foam, long nose pliers, glue gun, glue sticks, and then our different flowers and foliage, which I'll explain. Let's start with, I wanted to choose a couple flowers that was going to be our focal point, and we chose these beautiful white roses. They have a really nice lace accent on the petal, which is going to look beautiful.
Gorgeous, I love them.
I know. And then to make them pop, we went with a purple and green color scheme. So we have these beautiful purple flowers right here, these green ones that will kind of act to make the roses pop. And then we have our foliage right here. This is to really give the whole piece some volume and to kind of act as filler in between the flowers, which isn't going to be needed. And then lastly right here we have our purple flowers. These are going to give the piece a little bit of volume and a little dramatic. So that'll be great.
Yeah, so we also have some spiders. We have 2 of them, but you don't have to add them if you don't want. But it's for a more Halloween look, and without them it'll just be a perfect fall arrangement.
Yes, great. So I'll start talking about the foam. So when you're using silk flowers, a basic dry foam is fine. But if you want to do living flowers, that's great. You would just use a wet foam, and that would pretty much help your flowers stay hydrated throughout the arrangement. You can also get this at a craft store. It's in the same area. So, and then also if you're using living flowers, you're going to want, instead of long nose pliers, more of a cutting shear. So the dry foam, what we did is it came as a cube from a craft store, and we took our vase, we turned it upside down, and we just drew a line around the vase with a simple marker. Put our vase down. And then what I did was took a kitchen knife and cut around the edges until it fit properly into our vase. So we already have our foam pre-cut, so we're just gonna place it straight into our vase, and it fits very nicely, so right in there. So I'll place the first one right here. There we go. So there's the first one. Next one is going to be our accent flowers. So for accent flowers, we have our green and our purple.
Okay, what's next?
Next, I think we should do our piece that adds a little bit of height to the arrangement.
Okay.
I love different flowers like this because it just makes it a little dramatic and it adds a lot of interest. So this one I want to put right in the center, but I don't want it to be too tall, so maybe go up to about here. Okay. So we're definitely going to have to cut it. Perfect. So now we're ready to add in our filler, which is going to be the foliage. This is going to kind of fill in the empty spaces on our floral arrangement.
Okay.
So what we have here, I chose this one. I thought it was great because it looks kind of like a lavender or a different herb. It just looks really natural. I think it's going to be a great contrast to our flowers.
Do we stick it in the middle?
No, let's wait. So what we want to do, let's actually cut it because we can spread this out more. There's different stems on each of these, and we can kind of spread it throughout the whole arrangement. And then as we keep going, I love this type of draping flower. I think it also adds a lot of interest to the piece. Since this piece is kind of going up in that direction, it might be fun to do this draping on the other side. So I'm gonna move the piece here. And we're gonna have to play around with this and kind of see what works. And already right there, that looks like a beautiful arrangement.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, let's see what we can use with these leaves right here. We plucked these off some of the flowers because it was just too much volume in certain areas. So what you can do is use your hot glue gun and kind of add these in areas where it may need it. Definitely it's nice to not waste different materials and to use as much as you can. But looking at this, we can maybe add it right here so it kind of drapes on the bottom.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So we're going to turn on our glue gun. We'll move this aside. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right on the bottom. Doesn't need to be too much. And then let's see. Maybe add some volume right in here and just kind of stick it in. Okay. So right there you have a beautiful modern glam floral arrangement for fall, Halloween, that can really last you throughout the season.
Definitely.
And then optional, we can add the velvet spiders. I think these are really fun because it adds a little touch of like spookiness to it, but it's not, you know, overly Halloween where it only works for that 1 month. But this could be really fun to maybe add near the white roses because it really pops compared to the purple.
Definitely.
Or we can maybe add down here to the green draping plant. But I'm thinking this white rose, what we can do is just kind of wedge it in there. And this would pretty much stay fine. If you want to hot glue it, you can to make it more of a permanent piece. But it really is fine just to kind of wedge it in within your flowers.
Right. Okay, what about this guy?
That one, let's see.
Where can you put it on the other side?
Yeah, maybe right here. There we go. That's definitely fun.
All right. So we just made our first floral arrangement. It
Awesome.
looks beautiful.
You did a great job, Anna. This is your first time, and I'm hoping you had a lot of fun with this.
I did. Thank you so much for showing us how to make it.
You're welcome. Floral's a lot of fun. You don't need to be a professional to make something for your house, and it's very therapeutic to start kind of playing around with the flowers.
Right.
And the great thing is Aki-Home has a lot of beautiful vases that you can use.
Definitely.
Different holidays, different occasions. Don't be afraid. If you have a vase that's glass, it's see-through, so your foam doesn't show through the vase, you can use moss or pebbles or different little filler to cover up the foam. So don't be afraid of glass as well as an element.
I love that. Okay, so next time we'll have to do a Christmas one.
Yes, definitely.
Some type of Christmas.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you for joining us. And when you come back, we're gonna do a wreath.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.